video with him and R. Kelly. Satisfy you. Diddy, 2 guys in the bed. Diddy runs full speed down the hallway.
Full speed.
Check the video when y'all get a chance. He runs full speed down this hallway and jumps in the bed with these 2 guys. If that's not the most punky, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what is you doing, bro? Like,
if you put that in context, like you're mapping out this video, and like somebody suggests that's what you do, like. Would any of us be like, great idea, let's do it?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
At no point did you feel like, nah, man, I ain't doing that.
Like, if that was us and we did that video and we had a playback for that, I'd be like, hey, Bubba, nah, bro, you got to cut that, bro. Like you got to cut that out the video, bro. That don't look right. Like,
I didn't want to believe it at first, man. About R. Kelly, I didn't want to believe it.
Oh, I believed it all.
I didn't want to believe it.
I seen the tape when it first came out.
Oh, really?
But we didn't believe it after the tape.
Shit, I believed it.
Nah, people believe it. You chose not to care.
The tape sold me.
Okay, believed it, but chose not to care.
Yeah. The music was good. That's what it was.
Good,
yeah.
We don't want to lose the music.
Because you got to think when that tape. You got to think when that tape came out.
Like
that tape came out a day before Best of Both Worlds album dropped.
Yeah,
him and
you know what I'm
Jay.
saying? Like literally, like
that whole
it sabotaged that whole shit. So R. Kelly ain't have no other fucking choice but to get back in the studio, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what made us forget everything was Step in the Man We Love. When that shit came out, everybody forgot everything.
And that's one of my least favorite R. Kelly songs.
Step in the Name of Love.
It's just lame as shit.
But that song, I don't give a damn what you're doing at a black folks party. That shit is coming on.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
because I don't like it either.
It was a transcendent song. It was in that, that thing. It just, people hear it. It's easy. It's like, yeah, dude. It's
like, I remember when that song came out, I was at a barbecue and they played that shit at least like 12 times, bro. Like, literally, like, they kept playing this fucking song. That and the remix. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, fuck. Like, you just totally forgot about that tape. But I never forgot about that tape. Nah, like, I felt bad watching that shit.
Yeah.
I never saw the tape, but yeah, I just was like.
Somebody him peeing on the girl.
Yeah. Because my boy, shout out to my dog Twin, we was over there trapping in Woodman Way. He came through the block with that shit. He had a trunk full of them bitches. Like, for real. He had like
when it was on like DVD.
This is before DVD. It was on VHS.
VHS tapes?
Yeah, this is VHS tapes. You know what I'm saying? And he pulled up with a trunk full of them bitches, and I gave him some weed for it. We put the shit in. We ain't thinking that, because it was two girls before the young girl. He had one grown woman he was playing with. Then he had a chick after that. He started like eating her ass and shit. And then after that, they went into. It looked like he was in a cabin or something. And they had a little girl come out. Like, she looked like a little 14-year-old girl. Wow. And she was like pissing on herself and shit and dancing. And then he just like started pissing in her mouth and shit. And we were just like, that shit shut the whole trap up. Like, everybody was just like.
But was it like, because I never saw the tape either. Was it like the Boondocks where it's like she was complicit? Like she was.
Oh, she was, nigga.
She was down.
Oh, nigga. She was sitting there with her fucking mouth open.
Because I'm going to tell you something. I was a jit. You understand? But there was some, it's some off the chain 14, 15-year-old
Oh, of course. I was fucking around 14.
You know what I mean?
12.
But I'm like, it's some off the
off the hedges.
Like, it's some 14, 15-year-old girls that's
but
trained,
Kelly was like 30 something.
What I'm saying,
but
part of this, like, if you're not off the chain, like, you're never in that situation to begin with. You're never around a grown man like that, like, ever. Like, it's just not happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Think like,
unless you're abducted.
Unless you're literally like straight, windowless van picking you up on the sidewalk.
But R. Kelly, he gave us all the signs we needed. We just didn't pay attention.
That's what
the man called himself the Pied Piper of R&B.
That's my original point.
Like what the Pied Piper used to do. He come play the flute and all the fucking kids come out.
Yeah.
That's what he used to do. Sing them songs. All the girls go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so.
You don't
listen to the songs.
You don't think his background kind of excused it a little bit?
Nothing don't excuse that.
Yeah.
Nothing don't excuse that. Like,
you can't excuse that.
Yeah, I mean, like, his background probably got something to do with it.
It could help explain it.
Yeah, but I don't think it
there's
excuses
a
it.
difference between explaining and excusing.
Because he was a bad man.
Yeah.
He was a very bad man. And then he put it in the music.
Yeah.
Seems Like You're Ready is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
If you listen to it in 2023.
Yeah.
And I love that song. But it seems like you're ready.
Yeah.
I could have sworn you was ready.
I listened to it.
You ready to go all the way? That's some shit you tell a
I
virgin.
listened to it, chopped and screw. Yeah.
That's some shit you telling the virgin. Like a little, like, you know what I'm saying?
Seems like it. I'm not sure, but it sure seems
Not even
like
that
it.
whole 12 play album is that whole 12 play album is fucked up, bro.
It's like it's lyrics literally for those girls. It's
That
like,
nigga got a song on that album called I Like to Crotch on You.
I like to crotch on you.
Yes. Like, how do you tell a girl I like to crotch on you? Like, what? Like,
Hopefully, he's talking about a girl.
he did a lot of that. Like, check it. Look at Aaliyah's first album.
Oh God.
Age Ain't Nothing But a Number.
Yeah.
And this nigga is hiding behind the wall like this on the album cover.
True.
Why the fuck are you on the album cover of this girl's album in the cut? Age ain't nothing but a number.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And they said people knew about that relationship or whatever.
yeah, they did.
But
That shit went public.
That's the thing. Like
Like, they could have stopped it back then.
We talked about this last week with Diddy. Like, the thing with a lot of this, like, it's there, it's in front of people, but they're choosing not to see it for what it is. It's just like, if that's who you are, like, you can't really hide that. Like,
Diddy been in our faces with this shit for
that's what
years.
I'm saying. Like, it just
Look at all them old interviews. Dog, I was watching the old interview with him, Kevin Hart, and Usher.
Yeah. That was a
And when I tell you that shit was so awkward and like, because Kevin Hart's sitting there looking like, what the fuck? Like,
that they were telling stories. Like,
yeah,
old
and he
stories.
just telling, we used to lay in the bed.
Yeah.
And Usher looking like, okay, don't do this right now. and Kevin Hart just looking like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? It is so much shit now, because when that shit happened with Diddy, I went down the rabbit hole of, like, you know, watching all the old shit and just, it's a lot of shit he was doing in them videos. Matter of fact, the video with him and R. Kelly, Satisfy You. Diddy, two guys in the bed. Diddy runs full speed down the hallway.
full speed.
Check the video when y'all get a chance. He runs full speed down this fucking hallway and jumps in the bed with these two guys. If that's not the most punky shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what is you doing, bro? Like,
if you put that in context, like you're mapping out this video, and like somebody suggests that's what you do. Like, would any of us be like, great idea, let's do it?
yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
At no point did
like
you
this.
feel like, nah, man, I ain't doing that.
Like, if that was us and we did that video and we had a playback for that, I'd be like, hey, Bubba, nah, bro, you got to cut that shit, bro. Like you got to cut that out the video, bro. That shit don't look right. Like, you know what I'm saying? But Diddy's been very suspect in our eyes for a long time.
Yeah.
We've been hearing these stories for a long time.
I've been hearing the Diddy stories for a long time.
I think, though, I think, like, there's always people that know, and that's where the stories start to emanate from. And they're not, like, where there's smoke, there's fire. There's not, like, nobody's going around just completely fabricating something about, like, R. Kelly liking young girls, or Diddy maybe being bisexual or whatever, or Michael Jackson liking young boys. There's something that makes that a whisper. That there's some behavior going on that somebody sees that starts that whisper. It just does not come from nowhere.
Yeah, he did something to somebody in the higher ups. Because it's crazy how all this shit is just coming out. Like, for years, we thought he owned Ciroc.
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, he's like, oh, that motherfucker never owned us. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, wait a minute, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's crazy. But he done something to somebody. But I said that shit, though. When Keefe D got arrested for that Tupac shit, I said, Diddy finna go down for something. I don't know what it is, but I'm on a podcast saying that a couple of times, too. But, yeah, he's definitely, I said, he's going down.
Yeah, we coming up against the time, but why would Keefe like just come out of the blue with all of this? But I guess they said he said it before.
He been saying it.
Yeah,
He's been saying it. He wrote a book on it too.
But why is it being highlighted now about the Tupac stuff and how he?
I guess it's just time to shake the industry up right now. You know what I mean?
That's the timing is always the weirdest thing. Like,
yes.
Again, people will say stuff, people will do stuff, people will hear whispers, but when it becomes actionable, when it becomes something of substance, that's the freakiest part of all this.
Yeah, because it's been like 10 years. He's been admitting this for a long time.
And then you got what's his name taking the credit for it, but he's what's DJ Vlad taking the credit for it, but he's been saying it like you said, man.
He wrote a book on it. Like this is a national bestseller. He wrote a book on this shit.
That's crazy.
He didn't imply like, hey, but he always said it was me, my nephew, another guy, and another guy. I ain't gonna say what happened, but you know what I'm saying? And it's like, so y'all was in the car? Like, we don't need to know shit else now. Like, because if that was any one of us, we would have been with the fucking jail because we're an accessory to a murder. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he's been saying this shit for years, so.
Did he say why? Why?
Nah, he never said why. He just, I don't know, maybe it's a guilty conscience. But even
like why he killed,
because Tupac beat up Orlando. Right. He beat up the dude Orlando. The dude that Suge and Tupac them stomped, that was Keefe D's nephew. Oh. So that's what happened. Tupac them stomped him out.
That was earlier that night.
Yeah, it was that same night. Yeah,
it was like a Tyson fight or something.
At the Tyson fight. They stumped him out.
Okay.
Then they went and waited for him because they knew Pac had a show down the street at the club. So they waited for him, caught him in traffic, pop, 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 pop. You know what I'm saying? And Keefe D always explained the story up until the actual shooting, because he was like, matter of fact, it's one interview, like he like fully detailed explains, like, we did this, we waited in the car, we waited for 15 minutes, he came out, we seen him, we knew it was him because he had the music playing, he was hanging out the window being Tupac, we rolled up on him, and, you know, I can't talk about it after that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bitch,
you're right to the edge.
Yeah, like, it's like, you did it already now, you might as well say what happened, like, you know what I'm saying? But now it's coming out because they were saying Diddy paid for that. Because, you know, Keefe D used to protect Bad Boy.
Yeah.
Suge them was Bloods, Keefe D when them was Crips, and that's who Diddy hired to protect him when he was on the West Coast, was Keefe D and the Southside Crips.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you got 50 in the middle, trying to expose it all.
I don't understand that relationship with them two.
Diddy and 50?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because one thing about it, 50, he talk a lot of shit about Diddy, and Diddy don't do a motherfucking thing to him.
That's
like,
true.
You know what I'm saying? 50
he never fires back at all.
What? He never did shit to 50. Everybody else done did some shit to Diddy. He stepped on him. You know what I'm saying?
It might have been some business shit. You know.
He say 50 been saying fucked up shit about Diddy for years.
No, for years. But what I'm saying is maybe you know, Diddy may have done something business wise to him. But I'm with you. I've never heard Diddy say or respond in any way. Versus like Rick Ross, who's always you know, back and forth with him. In regard, you know what I'm saying, and Ja Rule back and forth with him, whatever. You know, most people who 50 Cent the game back and forth with him, but P Diddy, nah.
Yeah.
He
must have some receipts though or something. That's what would explain.
Well, 50 always got receipts.
Yeah, 50. I think Diddy know how petty 50 is.
Something really good on
like 50 probably will really explain. He'll probably really expose some shit on him, knowing 50. You know what I mean? 50's petty like that. So
yeah, because what hasn't been, like, it's still the rumors about Diddy being gay, but nobody really knows that hasn't been really fully exposed. Right now, they're talking about sexual abuse with women.
It is.
Sexual,
that is
misconduct with
women.
Yeah,
that's a wild thing about this. Yeah, like the legal official lawsuit focus of this is like the abuse of women.
Yeah.
But then there's this kind of like bi or gay aspect of it that like that was that Columbus Short thing we talked about the other day.
Yeah.
I don't kind of believe his stories though.
About
he dropped another story today.
Did he?
About something, somebody hired him to do a movie, and they told him, now you got to suck my dick. And I was just like, damn, that's a little extreme. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
It's escalated quickly.
Like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? But the stories that I'm liking about Diddy, I like to hear that gangster shit. They say Diddy doing motherfuckers. Like, you know, I like to hear them stories about Diddy, because, you know, he don't punch Drake in the face. You know, fought J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? These are like some gangster, like, damn, Diddy was that gangster?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Diddy, man, but I think it's over for you, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he made an amazing album this year, too.
He did, man.
I love that new album
and
he had.
Total R&B album.
Yeah.
It went totally under the radar.
Yeah, I liked that album, man. But
at a time where like R&B really wasn't even popping. Like it hasn't been popping for a little while, and he makes an amazing R&B album.
He was gonna bring it back. He had a whole new R&B label.
Yeah,
and I think he was gonna restructure Bad Boy. Gonna make it like a total rap with his son.
His son. I'm about to say his son
was gonna be
was popping. Just made that son with Kodak.
I think Jit he done too, because you look too much like your daddy.
Like, he ain't got the Bad Boy sound.
Yeah, he sound just like his daddy. Well, Mace. He sound like Mace.
I just thought about like there was that story when his son was trying to play football at UCLA. That Diddy got into an argument with the strength coach and like
hit him with a weight, right?
Yeah,
hit him with a weight.
Yeah, I forgot about.
That's why I said I'm starting to. I like those stories about the sexual shit. You know, hey man, I kind of believe it. You know what I mean?
Because running full speed.
Because pair of dudes y'all watch that video when y'all get a chance. Satisfy you with him and R. Kelly.
I'm gonna check that out.
But he runs full fucking speed down the hallway and like dive into bed with two dudes. Like, it's like, what the fuck is you doing, bro? And why is this in the video?